Turning now to Weather Authority Chief Meteorologist Dan back with your full forecast on this Father's Day weekend.
Father's Day weekend, it's coming up on Sunday. Don't forget about Dad. Uh-oh. No, I didn't forget. No, it's good. Got to give Dad a call this weekend. That's important, though. What can you expect, though, this weekend? Well, we're expecting summer-like weather, which, you know, if you are not from the Central Coast, summer-like weather may sound like hot temperatures, humid. I'm running to the lake, gonna barbecue, but you know, summer-like weather here on the Central Coast may mean some low clouds and cooler temperatures for many of our coastal cities. And that actually will be the case this weekend. And well, inland it will be warm and dry. And that is normal summer-like weather for you folks that live inland as well. So it's really a tale of two areas. High pressure is in control. No major weather systems moving by. It's a big dome of warm air sitting on top of us. But the problem is it's been getting nice and hot in the inland valleys. We're talking 90s, triple digits in places like Redding, Chico, down toward Bakersfield, those locations. And when it gets hot in the Central Valley, that air rises. And as it rises, it creates a void at the surface and starts to tug on nearby air masses. Just so happens we've got a big, cool, dense air mass sitting over the ocean. So it starts to pull on that air and it pulls that air inland. And that's what develops our marine layer on the coast and brings the low clouds into the picture. And we can see that pull. You can almost feel the pull of the air coming in this afternoon. You can see those clouds just getting stretched toward the inland as that cool air is pulled toward that hot Central Valley. That is the mechanism that really keeps the cool air and those clouds rolling in. And that's going to be the issue for the next several days. We're going to keep seeing this as our weather pattern doesn't change all that much. So temperatures are a little bit cooler. We got some of the wind as this cool air tries to push inland. It gets breezy at times as well, especially once it starts to get a little bit deeper and starts pooling up and pouring over the hillside. So yeah, we got a little bit of a breeze and the cool temperatures working there all the way into Hollister today, for example, where you're in the mid 60s and 70 currently in Soledad, only 59 in Watsonville. So some chilly temperatures near the coast, but higher in elevation and in the south, we're looking at some 90s out there. So there is some heat out there as well. So let's look at what's going to look like into tomorrow morning. Like low clouds back around the bay, probably seeing some fog in the interior valleys to wake up. Then as we head in the afternoon, the clouds mix out. We'll get a brief respite in the clouds and the wind early in the day, and then we'll see that heating inland. It'll start pulling on the air mass again near the coast. And I do expect a little bit more clearing on the north side of the bay tomorrow as we get just a touch more of a northwesterly wind, but that may be later in the day. So Santa Cruz, you may see some sunshine later in the day, but probably not early in the day. Let's quickly go through your temperatures tomorrow. We're going to be back in the 80s in the Santa Cruz Mountains and down around 70 degrees as you head toward the coast. Downtown Santa Cruz right around 71 degrees or so. We're going to stay in the 60s in Watsonville, Prunedale, 70 in Salinas, 80s in Hollister, but you'll cool down in the afternoon, and then 90s in the Santa Clara Valley. Back toward the Bayshore will stay in the 60s, and the Monterey Peninsula mostly in the 60s tomorrow. In fact, only like 63 in Pebble Beach, which may feel a little chilly to you. And then down south, well, get away from the coast. It warms up. Look at this 20-degree temperature shift from Gonzales to Bradley tomorrow, just driving south on 101. So you can actually see that change in action. Over the next 7 days, not a lot of temperature variation on the coast. We may warm up a little bit on Sunday. I do expect a little bit more sunshine as we get just a little northwesterly push. So places like Santa Cruz, more likely to see warmer temperatures and sunshine on Sunday. But really, the pattern's not going to alter all that much. So I do expect low clouds at times really through the next 7 days on the coast. And it may be gloomy at times, although temperatures should be pretty close to normal for this time of year. But this is normal weather for this time of year. This is what we expect. That's why there is such a thing as June gloom, right? And our inland forecast, well, you'll actually be a little bit above normal temperature-wise for the next 7 days, but you'll vary 3 to 5 degrees day to day. Just remember, it's going to be nice and warm. And of course, we've got summer this weekend and Father's Day this weekend. We're back after this.